Hey everyone, so we started potty training Paxton, so I figured I would share, what we purchased to aid us in the potty training and then what we've been doing. So first I'm going to kind of take you around and show you our potty setup. Okay, so this may seem weird to some, but this is our foyer and we set up his potty there. And the reason we did that is because initially we had the potty in the powder room downstairs, but Paxton was all over touching, hugging the big potty. And I'm a germ freak and it grossed me out because I literally felt like we were in there for a minute and I already felt like he needed completely scrubbed down. And so I didn't want to keep being in there. Plus, because he's just starting, he wanted us to read books to him and it kind of took a while for him to even feel comfortable and go to the bathroom that, I don't want to be stuck in a teeny tiny little toilet room and essentially be sitting on a toilet or on the bathroom floor. So we moved it out here, which Ari's happy about too, because his biggest concern was, that, if he would have an accident, that it would get, on the walls or, that pee would seep into the baseboards. But he's far away from everything being here in the foyer. And then, so we have his little potty here, and then we got him little big boy underwear. And then these are the little potty liners that we can put in there. Right now, he really hasn't pooped in the potty. So I just let him pee in here because you can easily just take this off. And Ari's outside doing lawn stuff, so if you hear something, but you can just easily dump that. So, because otherwise we'd be going through tons of little potty liners, but so he can just go in there and I just dump that. So that's our setup out here. Upstairs we just have a little toilet seat thing that you can put onto the toilet. And then this is the powder room and we got a little step stool so that he can wash his hands. And then we threw a little rag here because he made a mess, so we can constantly kind of wipe up after him. But this way he can be a little bit more independent, even though I do come in here with him to make sure he's washing his hands and not, getting his germy fingers everywhere after he went to the potty. So that's kind of the potty accessories that we got. Oh, and I should add that we have books in the dining room so that, and I have a chair pulled there. I don't know if you saw that in the video, but me or Ari will sit there and we'll read to him and just kind of keep him company. Which, like I said, is a lot easier of a setup and more comfortable, especially if I'm nursing, so I'm not sitting in the tiny little powder room on a toilet. And I know for a lot of people, they're probably like, why get a separate potty? And I always thought I would never buy a separate potty because then it's just another toilet to clean. But I see now, having a toddler and being in the potty training, that I would rather have him have his little potty that I can literally take into the shower and scrub down every day if I wanted to, than having him sit on the big potty where he's literally fingers all over and climbing it, and the germs got to me. So that's where we're using the potty in the middle of the foyer, which I know is probably unusual. So what we have done to potty train is we started last weekend, but we really shouldn't have because it was half-aid it. You know what I mean? Because we had an event, so because it was Labor Day weekend, there was a pool party, and then we went to the store a bunch of times and shopping, and so during that we didn't even think to take the little portable potty with us, which is dumb on our part, but I mean he was just in a diaper, so it just wasn't really, we shouldn't even count it. But then during the week, what I did while Ari was at work, so in the morning, as soon as he started rolling around, I was let's go to the bathroom, because I wanted him to get his first morning pee in the potty, because I figured it would kind of set him up for success. And I think there was only one day when he didn't make it in time, and that was again more on me because I was either changing Adeline's diaper or feeding her. But so that's what we did, and he would go potty, and then I would put on him his little underwear, and then over top I put his diaper. And I did that because it was just me, him, and Adeline at home, and if he did have an accident, that way the diaper would still catch it, but he had the underwear on, and he would really feel that wetness if he did pee. And so that worked really well, and lots of, asking, hey, do you need to pee? And, he'd say yes, and then sometimes we would sit for 15 minutes and I'd be reading him books and then nothing would happen. Other times we would go and we would be there for, I'd only read a page of a book and he'd pee. So, which I know that's normal, so we're just kind of figuring things out. It's just a little bit challenging, with Adeline, because she's a newborn, so she needs to nurse and, be held and things like that. So it just makes it a little bit harder, because you obviously use a lot of time when you're potty training, because there's a lot of times going to the bathroom and sitting in the bathroom, or for our case, sitting in the foyer, which is another reason why I'm glad we have the foyer set up, because the chair's a lot more comfortable. I'm not sitting on the floor or on the toilet. And then, so he did great. He really never had any pee accidents, but when he would have to poop, he didn't want to go on the potty, so he would just kind of, quickly disappear while mommy was preoccupied with Adeline and poop. And then I would typically notice, because I'd be like, where is he? He's typically right next to me, and I'd be like, oh, are you pooping? And he'd already, have started and gone, which was just a mess, because then it, the poop's in the diaper. I mean, in the underwear. Luckily, because he had the diaper on, it didn't go anywhere else, but it's still a mess having to then clean the underwear. And so when the weekend came, I told Ari we needed to do it different. We need to just have him be completely either naked or just in the underwear, and have no diaper as a backup. And and I will add, he did have it was an accident, but a mess for me, I guess. So in his little potty book, it talks about, peeing, and, the little boy says, sometimes he sits, sometimes he stands. And so Paxton has obviously seen, Ari stand and pee. And so he wants to stand and pee. And so 2 times when, I was preoccupied with Adeline, so there's the other time Ari was actually here, but he got there before Ari or I could get there and be like, sit, and he peed standing and made a big mess. But then whenever Ari was at work, I was changing Adeline's diaper, and that's when he told me he needed to go, so I quickly, took his underwear off, and he ran, and then he came back and he said, mommy, all proud, I peed, and come look. And so, after finished cleaning up Adeline, we came out here, and I had already seen the liquid the little liquid footprints. So I was a little bit confused, and I thought maybe he was washing his hands or something. I don't know. So when I came out, I saw that he did pee, but he peed standing up, because there was pee all over the potty and on the floor, and he had stepped in it, and then obviously ran and got me, and walked all over the place. So nap time was then utilized for me cleaning the downstairs floor. And so we're working on, telling Paxton, you have to sit, at home, you have to sit. And we give him a little treat when he goes pee or poop. So when he pees, we tell him he can have a little chocolate or a gummy strip will cut off a little piece, which he really likes those things. So we figured it's a nice motivation for him. And if he poops, we said he would get ice cream. And he hasn't gone, he really hasn't pooped yet. I mean, he did technically twice, but it was just a teeny tiny amount. He just doesn't want to go poop. He feels uncomfortable, which I understand, and I know that's normal. And so what we've been doing is, as of yesterday, we kept him either completely naked or just his underwear on, and we stayed down here on the first floor because there's no carpet, so that if there is an accident, it's not too big of a deal. And even when he asks for a diaper, we stay strong, and we say, no, we can't put a diaper on you. And so yesterday, unfortunately, he kept asking for it, and he held his poop all day. And then it got to 10 p.m. and that's when Ari and I were like, we're tired, he's tired, let's just give him the diaper, because we need to give him a diaper overnight anyways. We're just prolonging when we're giving him the diaper. And then we gave him the diaper, he immediately went poop, and then we went to bed. So our hope is that one day he will just go poop here and realize it's not that big of a deal. But the way we're approaching potty training right now is we don't want to give him a diaper unless it's nighttime. That way, you know, he doesn't have the diaper as a crutch, because that's what I'm worried about, is that he knows, hey, I have a diaper, I'm just gonna go and pee or poop in there. Where if he doesn't have one, he knows, you know, there's nothing there to catch it, and then he's more inclined to go and use the potty. So that's what we've been doing, so hopefully we're doing it correctly. So wish us luck, and we'll see how long it takes, and I'll keep you guys updated. And if there's anything new that we purchase, and I keep looking over there because Ari's outside cutting the grass, so I keep seeing him walk past. But yeah, so I'll keep you guys posted on how things go. And yeah, if you have any tips or recommendations, please let us know. And we will talk to you guys soon. Bye.